It's been raining literally for the past 4 days and still no sun, but at least I'm not homesick anymore. Hey guys, it's amyanna and welcome back to my channel. So today, I've been meaning to do this for a while actually. It is a Q&A video. I love Q&A videos, even though the last one I did was Christmas, which actually seems like such a long time ago. I feel like I'm a completely different person. I actually changed so much in a month, in a week. I can be a completely different person because of the experiences I gain, and from being here, the people you meet, they all have such a big influence on you. I think my accent's changed. Anyway, it's nearly the summer, guys. We've nearly finished third year. Well, we're pretty much all finished. I'll do another video review of third year and everything. We've got KROK coming up. Anyway, I decided to do a Q&A for all you guys that will be starting maybe in September in Ukraine or wherever you are going abroad. I mean, I don't mind people asking me because I remember being in your position and it is nice to speak to someone just firsthand. But if all your questions are also answered in this one video, then you know, that's got to be a good thing as well, right? We're just going to go through everything. Bruh. So before we get going, guys, we are nearly at 1,000 subscribers. I keep saying this, but it's so close, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Please, please, please. Let's go answer your questions. Okay guys, just a little intro so you know me. I'm a third year medical student at Dnipro Medical Institute in Ukraine. Yeah, I'm just vlogging my journey because, you know, I was scared to make this decision, so I want to help you along the way too, to make your dreams come true and become a doctor, etc, etc. So today we're going to be addressing your number one questions. I think I've got like 10 questions that I always get asked. All the questions, if you want to skip to the one you want to listen to, if you're lazy, maybe go into the description and I'll put a little contents list of all the questions I'm going to be answering. So these questions are like a mix of like YouTube comments, Instagram, stuff that you guys always ask me, so I've put them into like questions. I'm very organized. Number one question is, I'm doing graduate entry, right? So what did I use to revise? What did I use to prepare for my course? I'm going to be honest, guys. So I did my medical biochemistry degree in England, took a year out, went to the Bahamas, was an entertainer, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. I had time to think about my life decisions and I decided that I did want to do medicine. To prepare for the course, I didn't really have much time. I literally applied in May, but I know everyone wants to prepare and revise. So what I recommend you doing is going to, if you apply with Medlink, they are great. Shout out to Medlink. Medlink students do help you so much and I'm really so thankful for them. I did ask them, look, is there anything I can use to prepare? And they sent me a load. When you see it all, it's just like, whoa, there's a lot of information and it's just like, where do I start with that anyway? First time I really started looking and revising was I started looking at my old university notes towards the end of August. Then I got access to the university portal. So I just started looking through that and trying to kind of see the kind of stuff that I was going to be learning. And also I wanted to throw in a little comment that I got from Casmin. Casmin said, how do you actually study for KROK 1 exam? Which books do I use to learn and the content, and where do I get notes from students? I don't think, Casmin, you've actually started the course. KROK 1, you'll have like at least a year before you have to do it once you start your course. So I started third year and I am now taking it now. So I've had a year to prepare. Once you start your course, if you're doing KROK at the end of the year, the university will be making sure, and Medlink as well, making sure that you are starting to prepare for KROK. I've been starting to prepare for KROK since November. They'll help you with resources, classes, KROK prep classes. You can check out my video all about KROK as well. Yeah, I can't really give you any notes from students because you're not at the university. Just be reassured that when you start the university, you'll get all the resources you need. And also wanted to add, don't go and buy loads of expensive medical books. Please don't. Because as soon as you join a uni, you'll get an electronic copy of all the books that you're going to need, literally all on a Google Drive, maybe an anatomy book. Don't literally buy a book for every subject. You don't need that. Everything is online and a lot of stuff you can get for free. So don't waste your money. Okay, that's enough on resources. Question number 2, the lecture schedule, the class structures. How does a typical week look? Basically, guys, every day you have to be prepared 9 to 5 to be learning. A lot of people try and balance having a part-time job while doing especially the online course. Maybe you can have a weekend job, which is what I had when in my first semester before I came to Ukraine. But you cannot dedicate enough time to your studies if you're working. You need to dedicate at least 8 hours a day to study. If you're not doing that, then I don't know why you're paying. I actually would like to say that I'm getting a lot more for my money by studying here than the amount of hours that I did in my first degree. I've had so many classes. Each semester I've had about 8 to 9 modules. So I feel like you're getting a lot more for your money, but you have to be prepared for that. You're making an investment to study. Don't go in straight away asking, will I have time to have a part-time job? Your part-time job is not your priority if you're studying medicine. Medicine should be your priority. Medicine is your career. That is what you're choosing. So the next question, number 3, is from Corazon. Concerning courses where you need to go to the lab, like anatomy lab, and do stuff like dissection, how is this covered in graduate entry with the first year online? Third year, okay, it's your preclinical year. It's basically catching up with all your theoretical knowledge. Do you do many practicals? No, actually, because you've got to cram in 3 years of just theoretical knowledge about biology, chemistry, histology, blah, 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 anatomy. You just need the knowledge to prepare you for your actual clinical years. It's just 1 year to get everything, kind of everyone on the same level. And then you join everyone that's been there from year 1. Question number 4, yeah? Yeah. Morad, you asked this question. A lot of people asked it, but yours is just the comment I found that said it first. Bruh. I was wondering if the uni you're studying at is accredited by the GMC. The question I'm addressing here is, when you graduate from Dnipro Medical Institute of Traditional and Non-Traditional Medicine, will you be able to work outside Ukraine? Short answer, yes. Long answer, yes. And here's why. Accredited though, Morad, I can't say it's accredited, and it's important to address the difference between recognized and accredited. Accredited means the university degree you're doing is, say, in England, and it is automatically accepted by whatever medical council you have in that country. For example, if you went to university in England, it's accredited by the GMC because automatically they recognize it. Recognized is what you're looking for if you study abroad. If your degree is recognized by, for example, the General Medical Council for England, then before you can register with the GMC, you need to get your degree confirmed and verified for the GMC to accept it. So recognized basically means accredited. It's just like one extra step in between. With a degree from Dnipro Medical Institute, it is recognized by the General Medical Council, so you can go to England and work for the NHS, etc., etc. It is recognized by Australian Medical Council. It is in the World Directory of Medical Schools. It is everywhere. It's accepted pretty much everywhere, guys. So you don't have to worry, but just be aware that there is that extra step when you're applying to register that you need to be verified. And I will talk about this in my last question in this video. So if you want to skip to that, skip to it. Next is, I'm not going to count it anymore. Too many questions. Number 5? No. Okay, semester dates. Semester dates here at Ukraine, basically the same as any other university. So we start around the 15th of September. You have a break for Christmas. You have also your exam period in January. Then you break up normally in June. Your 3 months are July, August, and a bit of December and January. Basic. And then maybe you're wondering, when can I go home? When can I see my family? You can go home. Students always go home in the summer, obviously. And if you've got accommodation here, they would reduce the price. So you don't have to pay over the summer as much if you'd want to keep your stuff here. Or you have the option to put your stuff into storage. If you want storage, guys, message me and you can store some stuff here just for a little bit of money, and other students do this too. So once you get here, make a few friends, know someone that's staying over the summer, you can put your stuff in storage, or you can move out, or you can keep your place as well, go home for the summer, see your family and party. I don't know what you're gonna do. You can go home for Christmas in the winter. So that's basically it for semester dates. Pretty much simple. Next, I think it's number 6, don't know. Someone asked me this. I just thought I'd chuck it in. It's not a very popular question, but someone asked me the other day if I have any regrets studying medicine. Yes, I sometimes have my doubts, and I think whenever you pick something as serious as this, you can have doubts about it. Sometimes I wake up and I think, wow, this is just so much information. Am I making the right choice? Do I really want to do this? It's a big investment in myself, in my life. You have to address is what you actually want in life. Shout out to Dr. Valentine for telling me this kind of story as such. So imagine yourself with everything. You have unlimited money. You have the house of your dreams. You have maybe the girl or man of your dreams. So you're waking up every day in a huge mansion and you've got everything there. So you don't need to earn money necessarily. What would you wake up and what would you enjoy doing? Would you like to wake up and help people save their lives? Would you like to do surgery? If that's what you want, then you know. And I know that I've been there. I've been in paradise. I've been in the Bahamas. I've literally had everything there for me. No purpose really in my life. That's how I decided I wanted to do medicine. Took a step back and thought, you know what? I can't wake up every day with no purpose. What would I want to do? And I'd want to help people. I'd want to save lives. My granddad recently passed away. Health is everything. You can have everything, but health is number one. And what's the best way to help people? Be a doctor. Think about that, guys. If your moral's there, then don't have doubts. Don't regret. Just wake up every day and know that you can do this and that's what you want. Yeah. Next question. Okay, some questions about accommodation. Z, can you talk about how much you pay for your accommodation and day-to-day spendings? Thank you. Also, Delani, you asked, how did you find an apartment? Was it recommended by Medlink or did you find it by yourself? I'm correcting your grammar. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm one of those people. You can watch my accommodation video here that I made with all the steps that you need to take to get an accommodation. In short, it's really simple. You can pretty much do it last minute. You can even do it when you arrive and be like, I need an apartment. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll give you some estate agents that I recommend. They'll be able to help you with the whole process, but also check out my video. I've also had a few questions about hostels as well. I can't actually speak from experience because I've never actually seen one, but from what people have described, it's quite crazy. I think most of them, you like share a room or like you have a room to yourself and then you're sharing a kitchen, bathroom, shower and everything with everyone on your floor, which can be up to maybe 20, 30 people. It's not for me. And day-to-day spending, I go shopping for like groceries maybe like 2 times a week because I like to buy fresh stuff. I'd say overall I spend about £30 on food. And then if I'm going out somewhere like at the weekend, I will spend money on like drinks and stuff. I would say as well, don't go to the markets because they do rip you off a bit. Next is safety in Ukraine. It's mainly from what people read on the internet that worries people, and this is the dangers of reading too much on the internet and what the media can actually do to you. So there was a whole issue with like the Russian troops on the Ukrainian border and people were really scared that there was going to start a war and stuff. Okay, that's real layman's terms. I'm not very political, but guys, I'm here. I'm in Dnipro and it's safe. I feel safe. If anything, I feel safer than I would in London or somewhere. I can walk on the streets at night and I feel safe. But I do that. I always get a taxi home. To keep up to date with safety, follow me on Instagram if I'm alive. It's safe. I'm not gonna lie, guys, to you. I feel safe. Honestly, I do. You can trust me. And then secondly, check the government website, the UK government website. It will tell you any updates. I would trust them. Also, 3, Medlink students always keep on top of current political situations, any threats, etc. And students here are fine, so don't worry. Just a little question. People always ask me, do you know anyone that's graduated from DMI? I'm 3rd year. I have been trying to make friends with like older years, etc. I've met a few students that have graduated from DMI and a few students that are graduating this year. People basically ask me this question to know if it's like legit and etc. If you can become a doctor, if it works. Yes. There are graduates in the UK. The reason I don't think many people talk about it is because in the past Ukraine hasn't been a big place to study medicine, and 2, they just don't want to deal with everyone asking them questions about it, which I can understand. Like I'm one of these people that I don't mind like answering your questions, but I think people will take advantage and then they are working as a doctor and have they got time to answer everyone and be like, hi, I'm a doctor in England, everything's fine. Yeah, they could do that and it'd be so simple because it would prove to you guys that it does work. But hey, I guess you're just gonna have to watch until the end of my medicine journey, until I get to the UK. So if you're watching this is creepy, if you're watching this in 4 years time, am I in the UK? Am I registered as a doctor? I hope I am. Hi Amy. In 4 years. How are online classes? Someone asked me this recently. here's my video on online learning. How have the online classes been though? I will include this in my end of year review, which I'm going to do in a couple of weeks when I've completely finished everything. So online learning has been up and down. I recommend it if you need to save money, if you're an organized and motivated person, if you have responsibilities like you need to look after your family. Yeah, then the main reasons I would say do it. If you don't really need to do online learning, don't opt for it, because online learning is only really good because of COVID. It will never be as good as offline learning. Quite frankly, the teachers don't like doing online classes. If they're not motivated to do it, if you're not showing much attention, if you're asleep in bed, not really paying attention, like, hi, good morning, professor. If you're not engaging, they're not going to give you anything back. And I think that's why some people have bad experiences with online learning. You know, if you're not getting dressed for your classes, I always make an effort. I get up, I get ready. Even if I've got a 9 a.m. and I just want to roll out of bed, no, I make the effort. I get up early, I prep, I get dressed, I make sure I look presentable, and I always have my camera on because you get credit for that. I talk about this in my online learning video. Hi, Brenna. How is the language barrier? Bruh. What language should you start learning before you come to Ukraine? You should learn Ukrainian if you're studying in any other city, or if you come to Dnipro, learn Russian, because basically they just speak Russian, and although everything's written mainly in Ukrainian, they speak Russian as like the main language. Regarding the language barrier, if you actually come here from first year, you'll be given Russian lessons. You'll have weekly Russian lessons. I've even met some students that are actually studying for a year just the language before starting the whole course in the language. I just don't know how they do it. So if you start from first year, you go to all your Russian classes, etc. When it comes to your clinicals, you're going to be prepared to be working in the hospitals. Unfortunately for me, I'm third year. So Duolingo has been my only buddy. In third year, when you're graduate entry, there's no time to do Russian lessons. I'm getting by. I'm hoping next year that I can spend more time actually making an effort to learn the language. But for now, I've just got to pass third year and I've got to do KROK. We've answered a lot of questions today, guys, but the final and I think most important question that a lot of people want to know, and this is only for UK students. What happens when you go back to the UK? So when you graduate from Dnipro Medical Institute, what is going to happen? What's the process? Firstly, I would like to say that anything I tell you in this video or previously may change, but I'll try to do videos that update what's going on. I thought I'd just give you an overview of what happens right now in this time. So the first thing you need is your primary medical qualification. This is a GMC assessment before you can actually sit the PLAB exam, which is your medical state exam to basically be able to register with the GMC, etc., and become a doctor in the UK. GMC, the General Medical Council in England, they specify on their website, which you can check out, they specify what they want from a graduate. It doesn't matter whether you study in Dnipro, if you study in Hungary, Poland, wherever you go. As long as the university is in the World Directory of Medical Schools, it is recognised by the GMC. You do 5,500 hours. That covers your rotations, lectures, practicals, seminars, everything. If that's all fine, it doesn't matter where you study it. Basically, getting back to the GMC assessment, you can't sit the PLAB exam, which will become the UK MLA in 2024. You can't sit it unless you've had your GMC assessment. The GMC needs to assess all that criteria that I've just mentioned, verify your degree, then you can apply to take the PLAB exam. Then once you've taken the PLAB exam, then you can register. Yeah, you get the steps, okay. Right. You also have to do an English language proficiency test. Yeah, the 3 stages are get your degree verified, do the PLAB exam, then register. And then you can start your foundation year 1, etc, etc. But I can't tell you any more details about this really because I haven't got there yet. And also, by the time I get there, it might have all changed. Bruh. But what I can tell you is that if you apply with Medlink students like me, and what reassures me is that they always keep up to date with what's going on. And also, when I graduate, they help with the whole process. That's why I do recommend signing up with like an agency that you trust. Yeah, that's all the questions. You know what, guys, it's actually so hot. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my Q&A video. I hope I've answered the majority of questions that you need to understand before you come to Ukraine. I hope it reassures you. Pop in the comments any other questions you do have. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, guys. I'm also on Instagram at amyanna, where you can DM me if you want. Bruh. I'm also on TikTok at amyanna, doing crazy stuff in Dnipro. Positive vibes always, guys. No negativity, please. And hopefully it stops raining, guys. Hopefully it does. Anyway, until next time, guys. Bye.